Galaxy SD. That's a lovely touch there from Christian Kampfel. This one's knocked out. Cordicca carry on. Cordicca on the front foot now, right-footed drive low and collected. LA Galaxy SD goalkeeper Gerardo Cardenas. And Cardenas booms clear with the right foot. And we've got most everything squared away now. Again, appreciate the togetherness and the spirit of everybody. Not only the sponsors and the great staff at Turbo Sports helping with these broadcasts, even the teams themselves helping out in every way they can. Couple of players to look out for on the LA Galaxy SD side. Titus Washington wearing the number 14. Low center of gravity and a whole lot of speed. I say a whole lot of speed. Just about everybody on both of these sides. This is just gauging from watching warm-ups for about 10 or 15 minutes. These teams are quick. They can play quick. A whole lot of fast players out there. Coming out and getting to this one and then taking a nasty knock at the end of that thing. It was the Cordicca goalkeeper, Maximiliano Almada. You gotta love that. I mean, he took a real shot there at the end of that play. Got right back up, said, let's get this thing underway quick. Fast and tough. Love this matchup, too. As far as the namesakes of these clubs and where they hail from, what they represent. The LA Galaxy SD, basically representing Southern California in so many ways and representing that LA Galaxy crest. Look out, here's Cordicca have an opportunity and it's slammed home. It's the opening goal from Juan Pedro Ortiz, coming in the 6th minute. And the boys from Jalisco christen the score sheet in this one. Cordicca 1, Galaxy 0, minuto 6. It was the Galaxy on the front foot early in this thing. The first few minutes. Cordicca, a lovely bit of build-up. Juan Pedro Ortiz makes it 1-0, and now another nasty collision with Maximiliano Almada, and man, we told you to look out for. Titus Washington says, watch out for this. Not the smartest play from Titus there. And this time Almada's not going to be getting up quickly. It was a nasty collision. A rough start for Maximiliano Almada. And they're calling for the training staff to come on. Coaches from the Jalisco-based outfit are on to check out their goalkeeper. I'd like to take this opportunity to again thank the San Diego Sports Commission for their support in making this broadcast possible. I'd also like to thank Maui Wowie Hawaiian Coffees and Smoothies, proud supporters of the 2016 San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup, presented by Nike. Yeah, Nike always reminding you to train faster, and these teams definitely do so. We've already talked about it. You can tell a lot about a team by the way that they prepare for games, and both these teams just had that intense feel about them, ready to go, and already had a few collisions early on in this game. We've seen a yellow card, and also a nice bit of sportsmanship here is walking over and giving a little fist pound and a half hug there as Titus Washington, Maximiliano Almada. Scouting Zone also helping to make the broadcast possible this afternoon. Good folks at Skills. Black, gold, and yellow brand, SKLZ. One of the main outfitters of athletes here in Southern California and beyond. Again, a great connection. The North County Battalion, local National Premier Soccer League side. Another huge thank you to Skills for their support. Soccer Loco, also helping to make this broadcast possible, and of course this entire event here at the Del Mar Polo Fields. Look out, here is Titus Washington is through, and that one's in. Look out for number 14. It's 1-1 inside 9 minutes. What a start. Titus Washington collides with Maximiliano Almada, and then just a couple of minutes later, chips him gorgeously with the left foot on a first-time finish. One. And now it's the Galaxy on the front foot. And here's the goal scorer, Titus Washington. Quick distribution back to the center. Jake Ockneys knocked that one out to Daniel Morin. Morin trying to get it in over in that far left corner. Eventually, heels it back, left back on it now. It's Jorge Moreno. And Cordicca able to clear their lines. Oh, and a lovely bit of skill there from Juan Pablo Magaña. Magaña's still on it. Magaña just not letting go until this one is finally knocked out on the far side. This has been a fun opening 10 minutes to say the least. It's the type of 10 minutes that, well, makes you want about 50 more. But we've got that just for you. Another match to follow this one as well. Where we wrap up our Saturday slate. The man who opened the goal scoring, Juan Pedro Ortiz, gets back to this one. Here in this U16 matchup between LA Galaxy San Diego and Cordicca, Guadalajara, Jalisco. 1-1 after a dozen minutes. And Cardenas is going to get us back underway. Match that will conclude the action today on Turbo Sports, taking place right in front of us here on Field 14 at the Del Mar Polo Fields. The San Diego Surf, another local outfit, taking on the U16 San Jose Earthquakes. Very much looking forward to that. The parent club, the San Jose Earthquakes, their home ground, Avaya Stadium, is hosting the Major League Soccer All-Star game a couple of days ago. A club that yours truly is mighty familiar with, having grown up just down the road in Santa Cruz County. Always a pleasure seeing the Quakes in action, whether it's the senior team or the U16s. That's a mighty nice drive there. Ernesto Borteni was hauled in rather easily by Cardenas. Bodies banging in the midfield. More contact, but managing to stay on his feet. For Rodrigo Gonzalez. Titus Washington right back into the thick of it. Scored that stunning equalizer in the 9th minute, after Juan Pedro Ortiz had opened the scoring just 3 minutes prior. One out harmlessly for a goal kick. And you're watching the San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup presented by Nike. Coming to you live on Turbo Sports. Pleasure to have you with us. With a very warm hello from me, Nate Abarea, coming to you from the Del Mar Polo Fields in San Diego, California. Gorgeous day, wind steadily whipping throughout the afternoon. A little ways past the 1 o'clock hour right now. And with the way these fields are positioned, at least this one, field 14 at the Polo Fields, positioned east to west, wind could play a major factor in this game. Team with the wind at their backs right now, in red. Boys from Jalisco, Cordicca, carry on. It's their goal scorer, flipping one through and trying to play one back across first time and playing it right to the keeper. Was Zaragoza, wearing the number 14. Another long ball forward. Coming out for that one again was Almada. The throw in on the right attacking side for LAGSD, Los Angeles Galaxy San Diego, and formerly known as the Carlsbad Elite, before being taken over. Los Angeles Galaxy turned into one of their many fine youth academies, put into that Galaxy Academy system. Antonio Ruiz gets out for Cordicca. Good challenge in there. This one nipped forward and eventually headed back safely into the hands of Gerardo Cardenas. Player was knocked to the ground there, and Evan Aguirre called for the foul. Turned back to the center referee, said, "What did I do?" was Ruiz who was fouled. Substitution for the Galaxy is Jay Chong. Comes in to replace Nicholas Keepley. Jernigan trying to dink one over there. Ernesto Borteni. It's out for a goal kick. 20th minute, 1-1 scoreline between the LA Galaxy San Diego side. And the team dubbed the visitors in this game, both in technicality and in a geographical sense. Cordicca, Guadalajara, Jalisco. It's the famous Guadalajara-based side. It's known as Chivas. We're actually playing a competitive match in Liga MEX just down the road in Tijuana last night. Look out here, the Galaxy on the front foot. Cordicca able to get this thing out. Not all the way out. Still a little bit of work to do. This one now is boomed clear up into the wind. It's Ruiz. Lovely slice pass from Ruiz. Was there a foul there? There was. Juan Pablo Magaña taken down. It was Chivas, Guadalajara, taking on the Cholos down in Tijuana last night and losing 4-0. And the Cholos Quintles are actually involved in the Surf Cup this weekend. We'll have the Cholos U-17 match right here on Turbo Sports tomorrow. Two top flight teams in Jalisco, the great state of Jalisco. The Zorros of Atlas, along with Chivas of Guadalajara. Chivas who are actually playing a friendly tomorrow up at the StubHub Center in Carson against Arsenal. Cordicca trying to double up on their advantage here. The boys from Jalisco, the U16s in red, unable to do so, and instead it's the Galaxy heading the other way. It's a really unlucky break there for Jacob Harris, as he may have been through, and instead the ball banged him right in the back. But now here's Harris trying to fight on through, and Cordicca, a good job staying organized at the back. Cardenas was over to get this thing. Desperate lunge there that really worked from Rodrigo Gonzalez, but the Galaxy carry on. kick. Just going to go to the Galaxy now. We find it many Chivas fans talking about soccer in Jalisco. Cordicca, based in Guadalajara. Chivas losing 4-0 to Cholos last night in a league match. This one comes down in the 18. Could be an opportunity for the man who tied the score in the 9th minute, Titus Washington. Eventually it's knocked out. We're going to have a plethora of substitutions coming in. It's like 4 different players coming in. 1 for Cordicca, 3 for the Galaxy. So Chivas lose that match 4-0 last night, thoroughly outclassed by Cholos. And then they got to go up less than 48 hours later up to Los Angeles, up to Carson to be exact, to play a friendly against Arsenal. And that's with Chivas missing already 4 players due to the Mexican side that will be competing in the 2016 Olympic Games down in Rio de Janeiro. It's not easy times for Chivas right now. Team that many of these Cordicca players support. Don't want to say all of them. Definitely some Atlas supporters mixed in there. But Chivas, one of the most popular teams, not only in Mexico, but in all of Latin America and all of the world. But not too hot right now. That's a decent ball back in. That could fall. That could be trouble. It's still alive. Will it be the second? No! What a save by Gerardo Cardenas. An offside flag was up, though I don't think it would have counted. But even if it was just for show, mighty nice from Gerardo Cardenas. He's not the biggest goalkeeper, but can certainly make himself big when he needs to. That was a fine save from the Galaxy netminder. There's a ball from one of the adjacent fields that found its way onto field 14, and I feel like a ball from field 14 had actually found its way onto the field behind us. It's not easy officiating one of these games. Known many a solid referees who found so much difficulty officiating matches and tournaments like this one. There's games going on at every angle. Look out here as the Galaxy are on the front foot. Have they made it 2-1? No, they haven't. Another great save, this time coming from Almada. Maximiliano down strong to his right. Does not give up the rebound. Instead, hauls it right in and keeps this game tied. Both teams with chances. Both teams very similar in setup and very similar in execution. This game has been fun to watch. We're winding to a close of this first half, but I want to call it the home stretch of this first half. The way these teams are racing towards the finish line. End-to-end stuff here on field 14 at Del Mar. 27th minute. LA Galaxy San Diego 1, Cordicca 1. And my name is Nate Abarea. Pleasure to be with you here on the Turbo Sports Network. You're watching Match Day 1, the 2016 San Diego Surf Cup. Huge thank you to Soccer Loco and Nike. Their help in putting this tournament on, as well as all of our sponsors. We'll tell you a whole lot more about throughout the weekend, helping to make this broadcast possible. Real quickly, wrapping up on that thought from moments ago, officiating games like this one, not only do you have soccer balls flying from every angle and occasionally entering another field, not only do you have people running all around and getting in the vision, and young children, adults, players running from game to game, water boys, referees running from game to game. Not only do you have all that, but one of the greatest challenges for referees in a tournament like this one is this one hits yours truly, trying to Play that one with my hip. You're welcome. Hope that one doesn't leave a bruise. I think I'll be all right. I mean, I'd have played it with the foot. I'm at an awkward angle here. So in addition to the great challenge of soccer balls flying at broadcasters, it's the whistles. That's what referees talk about all the time. So you have the whistles coming from all the adjacent fields, and for the players as well to stay focused and always continue to play on. You guys hear that term, play to the whistle. Well, what if I heard a whistle? And what do I do? You don't want to get in trouble for playing after a whistle or committing some sort of infraction or kicking the ball away and ticking off a ref. So again, credit to everybody for how smooth this seems to be going right now. It's a testament to the professionalism of the officials and even the exploits of these young players. All right, now they're gunning for our cameraman. Keep it over there. Keep it over there. 30th minute, final minute of regulation in this first half. Don't anticipate there's going to be too much added time. Coaches in 3 games around us yelling in 3 different languages. You got to love it. It's a little bit chaotic. And I think a lot of people like it that way. The Galaxy, let's see if they can get the last opportunity of this first half. Flying off his line yet again, Maximiliano Almada. Great reactions, impulsive. Flies off his line like many great Mexican goalkeepers of the past. And there is the halftime whistle. Maximiliano playing with his feet and keeping the Galaxy off the board. At least keeping them from scoring a second. A fair scoreline after 30 minutes. An entertaining opening 30 minutes in this San Diego Surf Cup affair between the boys from Guadalajara and LA Galaxy San Diego. It's 1-1 at halftime. Another huge thank you to the San Diego Sports Commission for making this broadcast possible, and Maui Wowie Hawaiian coffees and smoothies. The good folks at Nike always remind you to stay fast and train faster. Scouting Zone helping to make the broadcast possible as well. The good folks at Skills, SKLZ Skills, proud sponsors of the Surf Cup. Soccer Loco helping to put this tournament on. Huge thank you to Soccer Loco, my good friend DK Nasai and the Lococo family. Huge parts of the San Diego soccer scene. Cheers to you, Soccer Loco. And again, you're watching the San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup presented by Nike right here on the Turbo Sports Online Network. My name is Nate Abarea, yours truly, and the production staff. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with second half action from Field 14 at the Del Mar Polo Fields. It's Cordicca 1, LA Galaxy San Diego 1. Stay tuned. We're back after this. Welcome back to Field 14 here at the Del Mar Polo Fields in San Diego, California. 1-1 at halftime between the LA Galaxy San Diego side and Cordicca of Guadalajara. On match day one, the San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup presented by Nike. Quick recap of that first half. It was Juan Pedro Ortiz opening the scoring for the Mexican side back in the 6th minute, and just 3 minutes later, it was Titus Washington tying the score at 1. That's where it stands right now. An entertaining first half, to say the least. End-to-end action. These two teams, they like to play the beautiful game. Quick pace, mixed with just the right amount of physicality. Stiff challenges in the midfield, combined with good wing play and a couple of great finishes, by the way, both left-footed. The end of that, both goals actually coming. Strong left-footed finishes from Juan Pedro Ortiz and Titus Washington on the Galaxy side. My name is Nate Abarea. Pleasure to have you with us here on Turbo Sports. Tame shot is going to go out of play. As we're a minute in to this second half. 30-minute halves again, in case you're just joining us here at the Surf Cup. Rapid-fire soccer tournament. Games going on all around us at all the age groups, and here at the U16 level, it's one of the best of the day. I don't want to any disrespect to the last game that we had. There were definitely good spells in that game between the Parsippany Crew and Sacramento United, but in comparison, this game has been a bit more entertaining as far as the end-to-end soccer that we've seen. And eventually, well, thought that one was going to go out of play. It never did. Galaxy coaching staff thought so as well. Somehow, Cordicca players able to keep this thing in. Right back into the middle of the park now. Nicholas Siepley for the Galaxy. Into the back line now. Marcos Lopez. Back to the goalkeeper, Gerardo Cardenas. Cardenas, the strong clearance up. Look out, the Galaxy could be up to something here. Jacob Harris pulls this one back for Cade Kronemeyer. Kronemeyer wearing the number 11, the blonde hair on top of the head. A lovely pass at the outside of his right foot. Out to Jorge Moreno. Moreno tried to get a left-footed service in. And Cordicca try to clear their lines in a possession-based fashion. And eventually, the long ball comes out. And maybe getting to the end of this one. Yes, getting to the end of this one. Can he get a shot off? No. It's Ernesto Bortini. Tried to pass that wide to the man who opened the goal scoring back in the 6th minute, Juan Pedro Ortiz. Have a substitution here for the boys from Jalisco. It's David Magana coming off. And Ivan Palmillas enters into this thing. Low service, still alive at the far post. It's nicked out. And the Cordicca coaching staff pulling some hairs out after that one. A serious opportunity. It just seemed like nobody was ready to pounce for the boys in red. Cardenas on the goal kick now with the wind at his back, and you can see the clear difference. Get that thing up into the air and just let it fly. Cordicca back on it. Pedro Ortiz tucked back into the corner. back into the center now. Bruno Zaragoza. That one knock off his shin. Another ball from one of the adjacent games comes flying for our broadcast table. We carry on with this thing. Another couple of substitutions coming in. One for both sides. How many sides you want with that? 1-1 the scoreline. 36th minute. Goals again coming in the 6th minute for Cordicca. 3 minutes later, the 9th minute. LAGSD. Goal coming from Titus Washington. Ball down the wing from Agana. Agana. Not giving away to Juan Pedro Ortiz. Juan did a decent job there. Win a throw for his side. Coming up to take it, Rodrigo Gonzalez. Headed out of play. Strong at the back. Not afraid to step up. Evan Aguirre, we saw a couple of crunching challenges from Evan in that first half. Chance here for Cordicca. This one's headed up and over. Off the head of Ernesto Bortoni. The headband, keep the long hair out of the eyes. He had a clear view of that one coming in. Just unable to put it on frame. Header in traffic. And Cardenas moves one back the other way. Good opportunity to get a good cross in. It was not a bad ball by any means from Antonio Ruiz. And now this one's still scrambling about. And eventually it's out for a throw on the left side, far side from our vantage point. This one's knocked in. The Galaxy defenders do about it. Went through and hitting the volley and getting far from all of it. It's Bruno Zaragoza. Stepping up from his holding midfield spot. That's a great step right there from Frieder Palos. Palos not been able to step up right there. Galaxy player could have been through. And now instead, it's the boys from Jalisco on the front foot. Ball still alive over there on the far side. Getting to it and thinking that he was fouled. No whistle ever came. Adrian Miller looking back at the referee, saying, "Why am I not hearing a whistle? I'm hearing them from all the other fields, but not from this one." Hearing screams and multiple languages, whistles, the whistle of the wind. But no whistle here on field 14 moments ago. And it's so funny because he didn't go to ground on that play. And had he gone to ground, you can't help but wonder if the whistle would have came. It really is a shame that we have to think that way in modern football, but sometimes just the way it is. You stay on your feet, you show your strength. Sometimes you pay consequences for it. Gotta sell that call, right? No, none of that. We're all about integrity. That could be a foul. That is a foul. Definitely a whistle here on field 14 after that one. And definitely a dangerous opportunity for the Galaxy. And it's going to be a yellow card to Antonio Ruiz. Free kick from just outside the 18. Pretty much straight on here for the boys in dark blue. A chance to take a 2-1 lead. I'm sure there's a few players on the Galaxy side vying for this one, trying to be their own lawyer. Say, I should take it. No, I should take it. And the man who eventually wins that trial is Jake Ockness, number 19. About 21 yards out. It's Ockness with a chance to make the score 2-1. Almada has his wall set up where he wants them. And this free kick, he led to believe that Ockness trying to curl it up and over the wall and back to that near post to the right of Almada. Ockness getting everything right. The shin guards and socks and boots as the wall continues to be set up. Here it is. Oh, it's straight into the wall. Was not the best attempt from Jake there. And a major opportunity for the Galaxy goes to waste. Referee was originally playing advantage. Eventually calls it back after no advantage came of it. A couple of players cramping up over there on the far side. These teams have played a heated match, and make no mistake about it, though, sportsmanship in full effect throughout this game. You immediately saw a few of the Cordicca players going over to the Galaxy man who's on the ground right now. Cannot tell you who that is from here with the crowd of bodies around him. Immediately going over and trying to help him stretch out and make sure he's all right. Saw that real nasty collision back in the opening few minutes of this game between Titus Washington and Cordicca goalkeeper Maximiliano Almada. There was another case where then Titus Washington came over and gave him a fist bump, handshake, and gave him a hug, said, "You all right?" Maximiliano said, "Yeah, doing all right. I'd prefer you wouldn't smash into me like that, but yeah, I'm doing all right." And then 2 minutes later, what did Titus Washington do? Shipped Almada with a gorgeous first-time left-footed finish. And said, "Okay, I won't smash into you. I won't make physical contact with you again. I'm just going to put a goal past you." Might have to ask Almada, which one would you rather have? Knowing the competitor that he is, I'm sure he might say he'd rather have a forward smash into him. As long as he gets to keep the clean sheet. No clean sheet today, though. 1-1 the scoreline. The Galaxy pressing forward. This game's gotten, I want to say, sloppy in the second half, but not nearly as fluid and clean as the first 30 minutes of this game. We're 14 minutes into a 30-minute second half. Both of the goals came in the opening 10 minutes of this game. Have a corner kick to the Galaxy. Over there to take it, number 4, Jorge Moreno. Moreno, the in-swinger, trying to whip one in with the left foot. Here it is. Low service to the front post. Can't get it past the first man. Is he going to get a second crack at it? He does. It's a good ball, and it's headed home. Look at this. It's Jae Chong making it 2-1. You wondered if he was going to get a second attempt after a poor service on the corner. And Jorge Moreno said, "You give me a mulligan, I'm taking full advantage." And put that thing right into the golden area, the top of the six, where a number of Galaxy players were waiting. And if it wasn't Chong, I'm sure it would have been another. Headed home in the 45th minute. Number 7, Jae Chong. 2-1 to the Galaxy. Cordicca, who led 1-0 in this game, really up against it now. They've got about a quarter of an hour, a little less than a quarter hour. Try to salvage something from this game. A game where they've definitely played well. Lovely bit of skill here from Chong. Tries to nick through. Eventually, this one's cleared out by Aldo Vital. A change coming. There's one Pablo Magana is going to re-enter this match. Oh, it was headed home, but it's waved off by the referee. Collision with the goalkeeper, Dario Herrera, who just replaced Maximiliano Almada. No goal. That would have put this thing on ice. Instead, Cordicca still have a fighter's chance. $12 minutes to go in this thing. It's the Galaxy pressing on the turbo button right now, trying to put Cordicca away. It's Daniel Morin tucked down in the corner. And eventually this one goes out. It's going to be a Galaxy throw. And coming up next on Turbo Sports from Field 14 at Del Mar. The San Diego Surf U16 taking on U16 side from the San Jose Earthquakes. Very much looking forward to that. So you got to love it. The U16 LA Galaxy San Diego wearing that Galaxy crest on the field. And then just a few minutes later, the team is the senior team's greatest rival, San Jose Earthquakes. Oh, a chance here. It was a good save initially by Cardenas. Now the Galaxy are pressing. We've got an opportunity with Chong here. Chong could be through. This is too easy. It's 3-1. Chong with his second. Galaxy 3, Cordicca 1. The second half has been all boys in blue. Cordicca want to get this thing quickly back underway, but few heads beginning to sink as that third goal goes in. Galaxy pushing for more. Dario Herrera hauls in. Tries this one, knocked down by the wind. Aguirre with a good step up. Pops a left-footed ball back up, headed down. Maximiliano Almada was the goalkeeper for much of this game for boys from Jalisco, playing out in the field. His replacement in goal grabs this one. Almada on it, pokes it away. Versatile out there, goalkeeper and midfielder. This one's out of play. Another huge thank you to the San Diego Sports Commission for their help in making this broadcast possible. And Maui Wowie Hawaiian Coffees and Smoothies, proud sponsors of the 2016 San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup, presented by Nike. And Nike, always reminding you, start fast and train faster. Scouting Zone, also proud sponsors of the broadcast. Skills, familiar brand name to folks here in San Diego and beyond. SKLZ, look out for Skills. Skills helping to bring you the broadcast this afternoon. Soccer Loco, one of the title sponsors of the Surf Cup. And again, you're watching the 2016 San Diego Soccer Loco Surf Cup, presented by Nike right here on Turbo Sports. Turbo Sports helping to bring you all the action and nearly netting a hat trick right there. It's Jay Chong. He's got 2 goals in the second half. He had a great opportunity to make it 3. Chance for Chong here. Lovely back heel. This could be a fourth. It's a good save from Dario Herrera. Herrera knocks it out. We played 55 minutes, about 5 minutes to go in this thing. Galaxy cruising, seemingly to victory. The scoreline was tied at 1 at halftime. Two second half goals from Jay Chong. Have the score where it stands right now. 3-1 LA Galaxy San Diego. And Cordicca with a whole lot of work to do. They're to pull off a miracle in this one. Right now, got to defend this set piece. Galaxy looking for a fourth. That's a good service to the back post. It's headed out. It's going to be another corner from the opposite side. Galaxy setting up a gang of bodies way up high. Look out for some big runs of the near and far posts here as this corner comes in. There are those runs, and eventually this one's headed out. Played 57 minutes. Galaxy 3, Cordicca 1. We're in this U16 matchup on Field 14 at Del Mar Polo Grounds. Few minutes to go here. Cordicca looking for a miracle. They need a goal now if they're to have any hope of getting anything from this game. The Cordicca coaching staff, thought there was a foul there moments ago. Everybody keep the emotions in check. It's just a couple of minutes to go in this thing. Jacob Harris going at the defender now. Still on the ball. Clips one over with the right foot over to Aguirre. Aguirre pressing up. The center back wants to get a shot off. He's deserved that opportunity with how he's defended this afternoon. Unfortunately for Aguirre, his shot was easily blocked. 59th minute. Cordicca with a chance here. This one's centered. Oh, but stumbling at the last. It's number 5, Alan Briseño. It looks like Cardenas may have taken a knock at the end of that thing. Tough break for Briseño there. Thought he might have been able to just slide one past, get his team back into the game late. Unfortunately, stumbled just a bit, and Cardenas was able to slide down to his feet, to the attacker's feet, and get to that thing. But see Cardenas kind of stretching out the wrist. I think he took a knock to the arm there at the end. Cardenas has been solid in goal this afternoon. His team trailed 1-0 in this game. They now lead 3-1. Opening goal coming way back in the 6th minute from Juan Pedro Ortiz. 9th minute equalizer from Titus Washington, and then a brace in the second half from Jay Chong. Heated disagreement between the members of the coaching staff. Again, cooler heads prevail. One last set piece to defend for the Galaxy here as they hold this 2-goal lead. Referee looks at his watch. There'll only be a few more seconds to go. That's going to do it. Your final score here in our second of 3 matches in Field 14 at the Del Mar Polo grounds. It's the LA Galaxy San Diego 3, Cordicca, Guadalajara, Jalisco 1. We'll be back with the San Diego Surf and the San Jose Earthquakes in another U16 matchup after this right here on the Turbo Sports Online Network. Stay tuned.